Well, I tell you what, I got Sweepy back, boy. He's being a little brat right now. Sweepy, chill out, bro. I know you're excited to be back on the craps table, but you can't be jumping up on here, boy. No. All right, let's get going, guys. I got a new strategy. This is a new way to play. I have a new way to play that I've been practicing. I want to share it with you guys. It's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, there's no hedge here. There's no hedge at all. So I am going to warn you that if you start getting hot with sevens, it is going to cause you to consistently continue to reinvest. And it can be a little scary, but it seems to always overcome because of the way that we're playing. What we're doing is we're pressing. And when we lose to the 7, we're not going up anymore except for what we're trying to do, in other words, is we're trying to, instead of use our own money to do our pressing, we're always trying to just use the profits, okay? Now, if you just keep losing to the 7, though, you have to eventually ladder up. But I'll show you the way that we do it. We don't just keep laddering up every time a 7 comes. That's the tricky part. So you just need to pay attention to how I play it and overcome it, okay? So here we go. We're going to be off. We do have Sweet Pea in the house with us. Sweet Pea is back on the craps table. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the 4, the 6, the 8, and the 10. And we're going to add our 5 and 9 eventually. Here we go. Okay, we hit a hard 4. So it's back-to-back 4s. So we're going to have a $50 win. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put that $50 on the 6 and 8, and we'll add another $5 each out of our pocket. We're going to be off on the come out. Okay, there's a 10. Okay, so point is a 10. Here we go. 4 again. We've thrown nothing but 4s and 10s so far. All right, we're going to get $50. Okay, we're going to rack that money. 7. All right. Okay, so we're going to have $75, $100, $150, $160, $170. All right, now here's how it works. Watch, pay attention to what I do. We're going to tell the dealer, no. Don't take me down. Don't take me down. I'm going to pay you to keep me up. So we're going to give the dealer. Dealer's going to say, okay, give me 170. So you're going to give the dealer the 170. Sweet Pea's a little excited right now because he hasn't been on the craps table in a while. So he's pretty excited right now. All right, we're off on the come out. That's a 12. Okay, there's a 9. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get one hit, and then we're going to press. Oh, we're not even going to get one hit. Okay, dealer, no. Keep me up. Now, notice I'm keeping my presses here. Okay, I'm at 60 there. I'm paying for those every single time I throw a 7 now. So I'm going to give them another 170. They're going to give me 30 back. And we paid for it again. Okay, here we go. Off on the come out. All right, point will be a 6. Okay, here we go. 11. Sweepy, why are you trying to attack me, man? Sweepy trying to block my shot. You guys can't see him in the corner. It's hilarious, man. His little paws go up like that every single time. All right, so $50 there, right? We're going to take that 50, right? We're going to put it on the 8, and we're going to add another $10. So now our 8 is 120, okay? Let's use a black chip. I'm going to use 125. It's really 120, okay? Ow, you little shrimp. You just bit me, dude. All right, there's a 9. Okay. 6. That's the point. All right, and we're going to get $70 there. All right, we're going to take 100 and we're going to give them 30. Sweet Pea, you don't bite daddy. Hey, no. You got to give him a little smack because he'll keep doing it. He knows better than that. He wants to play. It's a love bite. All right, we're off. We're off. We're off. There's a 7 on the come out. 4. All right, here we go. Okay, we're ready to go. Here we go. 9. Okay, we're going to definitely add our 5s and 9s if we get a hit. All right, there's a 6, so we're going to add it right here. Okay, so we're going to get $70. We'll take 75, give them a nickel. All right, we're going to go ahead and put 75 on the 9. 4. Bro. All right, that was the point. So that's going to be 50 bucks. We're going to take that 50 bucks and we're going to put it on the 5. Okay? We're off on the come out. 6 is the point. Look at this guy, guys. Look at this little stinker. I'm letting him have his fun, guys, because he hasn't been on the craps table in a long time. So today's his day. So Sweet Pea's just part of our gang. All right, there's a 9. We hit the first 9. All right, we got 75 on it, so we're going to get 105, okay? And now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add the $100 to the 6, and now the 6 has 150. So the 6 has 150, the 8 has 120, the 9 has 75. Now we're going to start needing to add to our 4s and 10s, okay? Our 5 has 50. Okay, there's a 9. All right, perfect. We're going to be able to add to our 10s now, our 4 and our 10. Okay, there's a 9. You're going to get another 105. So what we're going to do, we got $100, so we're going to put 50 more on the 4 and 50 more on the 10. Okay, and now we're going to start collecting. All right, we're going to start collecting a little bit now. So we got everything pressed. Here we go. 7. You've got to be kidding me. So that is what happens when you play without a hedge. Now it's going to be very... Now, let me show you what you do. Let me show you what you do. You do not replace this. I know that sounds crazy, okay? You're going to try to beat them in the long run, but you can't afford to just put the money back over and over, because if you get on a 7 hot streak, you're going to get murdered, okay? So, we're going to go ahead. I'll show you what to do, okay? All right, so the point's at 9. All right, we're going to go like this, okay? We're going to go a quarter on every number, and we're going to try to see if we can use the casino's money to get that back. Okay, there's an 8. $35. Okay, you're going to press the 6. 10. $50. We're going to make the 8 90. 9. That's the point. Okay, we're going to be off on the come out. We get 35. And we're going to make the 550. We're off. There's a 12. 8 is the point. Okay, here we go. 7 again, guys. So if we would have went up, we would have got murdered, okay? We're going to lose all this money again. Going to be off on the come out. 8 is the point. Sweet Pea, go back on the other side of the table. He went all the way on the other side. Now he's back, folks. But today's his day, so we'll let him do what he wants. Okay, here we go. 8. That was the point. We're going to get $35, and we're going to press the 8. So we got 60 now on the 8. We're off. 5 is the point. Okay, here we go. We're working. 10. $50. We're going to put the whole $50 on the 9. We hit the 9. It's going to be 105. We're going to go ahead and put a quarter and a quarter on the 10 and a quarter on the 5. So every number's pressed except for the 6 so far. There's a 5, which is the point. We're going to get $70. We'll give them a nickel. And we're going to make our 6 120. All right, so this is 60, this is 120, 50, 50, 75, and 50. We're off. 6 is the point. Okay, we're working. 9. That's going to be 105, okay? We're going to go ahead and rack that. 8. $70. We'll take 75 for a nickel. We're going to go ahead and put another 60 on our 8. And now that bad boy's at 120. Okay? So now we got 120, 120, 50, 75, 50 each on the ends. Okay, here we go. 8. $140. Okay, we got 140. Only thing we're going to press is the 5 for a nickel, for $25. Okay, that's it. Okay, here we go. 5. 105. We're going to rack that. 6. $140. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and rack that. Okay, here we go. 5. 105. We're going to rack that. Here we go. 10. That's $50 on it. That'll pay 100. We're going to rack that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to tell the dealer, reduce me to a quarter across the board on every number. Okay, so we're going to come down. We're going to make these a quarter, 30. 30. So what I'm going to share with you why we're doing that, okay? All right, now the reason why that we're doing that was because I got to even on my buy-in. I was actually even, which means that every single penny that I had out here was pure profit. My rack had exactly 5,000 in it. So everything I had out there was pure profit. Okay, see how we overcame that? We're just being patient. So this is a new way of playing, okay? This is not laddering up. This is not laddering up. This is pressing on casino profits, okay? Even if you lost the previous one, we're refreshing it. Okay, we're refreshing it. All right, so here we go. Okay, 6. I don't remember where the point is. We'll just call it a 6. Okay, that's $35. Okay, we're going to press the 6 to 60 now. So we only took $5 profit, okay? We're already in profit. Here we go. 4. That's $50. Okay, we're going to take that $50 and we're going to put it on the 9. Hard 4. We're going to take that $50 and we're going to put it on the 5. 12. 3. 3. 11. 6. $70. We're going to take that $70. We're going to put a quarter on the 4 and a quarter on the 10. And now at this point, we only have to press the 8 and then we're done. 7. We never got a chance. But guys, we really only lost a quarter all the way across. Okay? It looks like a lot more. All of that, of course, you could have told the dealer to, hey, reduce me back to a quarter. and you could have taken the profit if you wanted to. But in this case, I'm just gonna keep showing you so you get the hang of it. Okay, we're off on the come out. 9 will be the point. Okay, so we're gonna do what? We're gonna just go back to the quarter across the board. Okay, here we go. 9, that's the point. We'll be off on the come out. Now, you don't have to be off. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and work here. Okay, we got our $35. I'm gonna put another 30 on the 6. I'm gonna work this come out. 6, because we have every single number, you know. Point is a 6, we get $70 because we were working. We owe them a nickel. We're going to do what? We're going to press our 8. 3, 2, 7. Ooh, that was interesting. I threw that on a 1-1 top one. Okay, so we're going to lose all this. Now, if we lose again, we'll go and do 50, 50, 50. But we're not doing it every single time automatically. We're not doing that. We have to get on a real big losing streak in order to do that. Okay, so we're going to go quarter, 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 quarter. Here we go. 4. Okay, $50. We're going to put the entire 50. We're going to go to 60 each on the 6-8, so we press 2 numbers at the same time, basically. Because if you hit your 4s and 10s, you could do that with the 6-8. We just hit another 4, so that's another 50, all right? So let's do this. Let's make these 90 each, okay? So our 6 and 8, we're done pressing. We're not pressing anymore, okay? Everything else is going to get pressed. Hopefully we can hit a lot of 6s and 8s to get free casino money to press it. Nope, 7 again, guys. So we're throwing a lot of 7s. Okay, just hang in there. Now, we could have already cashed out at $400. We were up $400. But that's okay. Okay, we're going to give this a shot one more time without going up. So what I would probably say is if you lose 3 times with the 7, I would go up to the next one. Okay, we're working now on come outs, okay? All right, so that's a 5, that's 35. We're going to go ahead and just press the 6 for $30. And we're going to hit the 6. That's 70. We'll give them a nickel. And we're going to go ahead and make we're going to use 60 on the 8. So the 8 is now at $90. So we're done pressing. The 6 and 8 are done. They're done. Okay, we're only going to press the 9, 10, 5, and the 4 now. Okay, there's an 8. So that's what you hope to happen as you hit your press numbers. You always want to start off pressing the 6 and 8. Always do that. Okay, so you're going to get 105. You're going to put, with that $100, you're going to press the whole thing on something. You're going to press the 9 and the 5 for 50. Now those are 50. Your 4 and your 10 are 50. You're done pressing. You don't need to press anymore, so you can start racking. Okay, there's a 3. We got to start getting back some of that money. A 2. An 8. 105. Rack it up. Okay, here we go. A 5. That's the point. We're going to get 70. Okay, we'll take 75. We'll give them a nickel. Okay, here comes the come out. We're working. 5. Another 70. Okay, we're going to take 75 and we're going to give them a nickel. Okay, so give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, guys, listen. We have over $5,000 in our rack. In our rack. So now if we lose this, we're still in profit. Now you got the casino by the balls. This is what you're trying to do right here. If we keep hitting numbers, we're going to immediately reduce this to a quarter. So we only need about another 3 or 4 hits. Okay? $8. 105. Rack it up. 10. That's a beautiful thing right there. $100. Rack it up. One more hit. Hard 4. Another $100. Rack it up. Reduce everything to a quarter. Just like that, guys. Start your pressing again. Hard 4. 50 bucks. We're going to make our 6 90. A 10. 50 bucks. We're going to make our 8 90. 11. Remember, press your 6 and 8 first. There's another 11 back to back. 3. 8. There we go. There we go. 105. Okay. We're going to go ahead and use the 100. We're going to make our 5 and our 9 another quarter each. That's 50. Same thing with our 4 and 10. And guess what? We're done. We're done. We're right back to where we were on the casino's money. Okay, here we go. 7. That sucks. That was a great opportunity to really make a lot of money. If we would have got 4 hits there, we would have reduced it again. Okay, so we're going to lose all this money. Let's take a look at where we're at. We'll call this the press reduction, okay? We'll call it the press reduction. We'll call it the press reduction, okay? All right, so let's see where we're at. I still owe 400 here. All right, so here's where we're at right now. There's our 5,000 right there. So we're up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 625. We're almost at $700 right there. Okay, let's try to do a couple more rounds. Let's try a couple more rounds so we could take that money if we want to. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to try to get this up to at least $1,000. Okay, here we go. So like I said, if you don't have a lot of money, maybe you could play this on bubble craps. And play it for a much smaller amount where you start off at $5 on every number. Okay, so here we go. Okay, there's a 9. That's going to be $35. To be honest with you, we should have got paid on the 6, but we'll just make pretend we were off. Okay, so we're going to get $35 for the 9. We're going to make our 8 60. 4. 50 bucks. We're going to make our, we're only going to go up 30. So we made a little profit there. We've got 60 bucks on the 6 and 8. Okay, here we go. 3, 9, $35. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press the 8, that's 75. We got $90 now. $90 on that 8. 4. Okay, $50. We're going to press the 5 and the 9. 7. Okay, just going to lose it all. Okay. We're going to go ahead and be off on the come out this time. I'm trying to avoid hot streaks of the 7 killing me, so I'm off on the come out. Okay, that's a 9. Missed out on $35, but that's okay. Here we go. 8. $35. We're going to make the 8 60. 8 again. That's $70. We're going to make the 6 $90. 3. 7 again. Okay, now that's 2 times that I didn't get rewarded. If it happens again, I'm gonna go up a level. Okay? So if it happens 3 times, I go up a level. Okay, here we go. 5 is the point. Okay, this is our last time. Now, if it works, we don't have to go up a level. Okay, here we go. 10. $50. We're going to put it immediately, the whole 50 on there. We'll throw 10 more out of our pocket. $90 for the 8. We hit the hard 4. That's $50. We're going to press the 5 and the 9. Hard 10. Okay, that's another 50. We're going to use 50 and then put 10 more of our own money on the 6. So we have our 6 and our 8. Now where I made my mistake was I pressed the 5 and the 9 before I pressed the 6. Don't do that. Always press your 6 and 8 first, then your 5s and 9s, then your 4s and 10s. Okay, and there's another quick 7, which means guess what? We have to go to level 2. We have to go to level 2. So you need 3 losses in a row before you ladder it up to level 2. So there is laddering, but it's limited, okay? So now we got to go $50 on everything. Let me get 200 in green. Okay. So, oh, these are at 50, okay. And let me get 50 in red. Okay, guys, so now we're starting a little higher. Okay, now I'm going to be off on the come out because I don't want to lose with 3 or 4 7s in a row. I want to break those 7s up, so I'm going to be off. Okay, there's a 9. You never know when them 7s get hot in a row. 6, okay. $70. Okay, we'll give them a nickel, and we're still pressing, okay? We're going to go ahead and press our 6 to 120. So we got 120 on that 6 now. 12. 6, there we go. 140. Okay. Give them 10. And what are we going to do? We're going to make our 8 120. We're finished with pressing the 6 and 8. 6. 140. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press the 5 and the 9 for a quarter each. 6. Okay, that's 140. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press the 4 and the 10. We're going to go ahead and make those actually $100 each, okay? So we're going to press that, all of our profits on there, okay? So the only thing we're going to do differently is add another quarter to our 5 and 9. That's it. And then we're going to collect at this point. Okay, there's a 6. 120 pays 140. Okay, and we're going to just press our 5 and 9, and we are officially finished with pressing. Now we're hoping to be able to get back all the money we've lost. 7. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we're going to lose all that. Oh, that was brutal. As soon as you get it all set up to collect all the money, it goes right down the drain. That was brutal, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so that was one time in a row that we lost at the second level. So now we're going to try for the second time. I'm going to get 300 in black. 300 in green. Okay, we got to go to 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 60, 60. Here we go. 7 again. Okay, that is 2 times that we've lost on level 2. If it happens again, we got to go up. Going to get another 300 in black with green. Okay, these are at $50 again. This is our 3rd attempt and our final attempt. If it works, great. If it don't, we got to go up. We're off. Okay, point is a 6. Okay, here we go. $400. We're going to press. We're going to get change. So we basically are making these guys $120 each on the 6 and 8. There's a 6. That's going to pay $140. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do $50 each on the 5 and 9. These are now $100. 5. That's going to pay $140. We're going to go and make our 4 and 10 $100. So $50 more each. And that's it. That's it. We're all set up again. $100 on every number. These are 120 capped. 7 again. You've got to be kidding me, man. What are the odds of that? Guess what that means? We have to go to level 3. So what's cool is you're getting a good experience of how to play this new way of playing, okay? So these are going to have to be 75 each. So I'm going to get 400 in green. Okay, we got our 400 in green. So we're going to go 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. And I need another 4 green. 75. These guys are going to be at 90 each. Okay, we're going to be off on the come out. Okay, that's a 6. Okay, here we go. We're working. 9. Okay, that's 105. Okay, what we're going to do with that 105 is we're going to go $60 each more on the, I got to get some red. There we go. All right, so we got 100, 25, 30, 40, 50. 100, these are $150 each. I believe that's right. Yeah, $150 each on the 6 and the 8. Okay? $160 each. All right, here we go. 10. Okay, we have 75 on that because we're on level 3. That's the base bet. That's $150. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go $75 more each. So we're going to add another quarter to our out of our own pocket. So we've got 150 each on the 5 and 9, 150 each on the 6 and 8, and we're going to do that with the 4 and 10 too. 8. Okay. The 8, we have 150. That's going to pay 175. We're going to use 75 more on the 4, and we're going to make our 10 150, get back a quarter, and then guess what? We're exactly, this is level 3, round 1. You get 3 rounds per level if they fail. This is level 3, round 1. We need to please not have a 7 come up early. We need to be able to crush the shooter. 7. How crazy is that, guys? How crazy is that? So listen, if I can win, when you're seeing this happen, That will give you a lot of confidence at the casino. That is very frustrating. We are definitely losing a lot of money because we cannot get going. We pressed every single time, 3 times in a row, we have pressed this when we get it full, and then we throw the 7. Do you know how very odd that is? You know how unusual that is? Normally you'll throw the 7 way before you press all of your numbers. For that to happen 3 times in a row is very unusual. So you're seeing a very unusual situation. So this is round number 2 of level 3. Round 2 of level 3. Okay, so round 2, I'm going to have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500 in green coming my way. Okay, there's my 500, be 75 on each number. Okay, these will be 90. Okay, round number 2 of level 3. We're off on the come out. Oh, it was a 4 too. I'm just trying to avoid the 7s getting on a streak. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, there's a 9. That's 105. Okay, so let's press with that $100. Let's go ahead and press. Let's get change for green. Okay, let's press with the $100. Let's go 60 more each. We'll make these 150 each. Okay, 150 each is what we're going to do. All right, 6s and 8s are 150 each. 6, $175 winner. Okay, $175 winner. We're going to go and make these 150 each. Those are 150 each. Okay, 150, 150, 150, 150. We're going to do the same thing with the 4 and 10, hopefully. 10, that's a good one. That's going to pay for the 4 and 10 right there. You're going to get $150. Okay, and you're going to be able to go make these 150 each. And that's it. We're right back again to fill in that board with presses. Can we finally do it? This is round 3. This is round 2 on level 3. Level 3, round 2. 8. Oh my God, we finally got a number instead of a 7. 175. We're going to pocket that. Here we go. 4. Oh, that's a nice one. 150 pays us 300. We're going to pocket that. 7. Oh my God, that sucks, guys. So what that means, this is our last chance. Our last chance at the 3rd level. We're on level 3, round 3, I believe. This is the last chance. Unless that was, no, that was the last chance. We got to go to black chips. Yeah, we got to go to the black chips, guys. Okay, this is level 4, round 1. Okay, we're off. There's a 7. That's why I want to be off, because I don't want to get where you get like 3, 4 7s on the come out in a row. There's another 7. Do you see what I mean? That's why I don't want to do it. Okay, there's a 12. Another 7, guys. That's 3 7s out of 4 rolls. There's a 9. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. 8. Okay, that's 120 there. You're going to get 140. Okay, let's go ahead and put, let's make these 250, okay? That's what we're going to push these to. These will be at 250. We're not going any higher. 2. Back to back 2. 7. Oh my God. This is going so bad. This is going so bad. Oh my God. Okay, level 4, round 2. Okay, we're off. 3, 6. Okay, we're working. 6. Okay, that's 140. Okay, we're going to make these 250. Okay, I'm going to work this come out. 5. The reason why I worked it was because we didn't throw a 7. We threw a 6, which was the point. So I decided to work that. We're going to get 140. What you're basically trying to do is you're trying to block momentums of 7s, okay? So we're going to make this 250 now. Okay, here we go. 6, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's going to be like $300. We're going to take that $300. We're going to make our 5 200, and we're going to add another 100 to our 9, and we're going to make that 200, and we're going to go ahead and put another 100 on our 4. So we used all of that profit right there to press everything up except for the 10. So we're pretty much almost ready to collect all the money. There's an 11. A 9. Okay, that's a good hit. That's $280. So here's what we're going to do with that 280. Okay, we're going to pocket 180, and we're going to add 100 to the 10, and now we are officially done. Okay, we do not have to press anymore. Okay, here we go. 10. Okay, we're going to get $400 for that 10. Now we're going to try to get our money back. Okay, here we go. 3. We want 4s and 10s. 7. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. This is going to be round 3 of level 4. Round 3 of level 4. We are struggling. Okay, here we go. Off. Okay, well, the reason why we're off because we threw the last number was a 7, so we're working now. There's a 5 back to back. So because that was a 5, we're going to work this come out. We're going to get $140 for that right there. And that's going to allow us to go ahead and make this 6 $250 each, or 250. Okay. Okay, we're going to work this one. 7. Oh my God. Guys, we have to go to level 5. Level 5 is very, very dangerous, but we have 3 rounds of each level. So we've got to go to level 5. That's $200 each, guys. This is very dangerous. You're just praying that sooner or later, these guys are going to be 250 each. Those are really 240, but we're going to make it 250. We're off. Okay, that's a 6. 9. Okay, this is level 5, round 1. That's $280. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to press this to 450 on the 8. A 9. $280. We're going to press the 6 to $450. Our 6 and 8 are done. 8, that's awesome. Okay, 450 is going to pay 520. Okay, we're going to press the 5 and the 9 to 400 each. So you got $400. You got 450 here, 450 here, 400, 400. Okay, we're only going to have to press the 4 and 10 next. There's another 9. Okay. Now you got 400 on that bad boy. Okay. Guys, you're getting paid some really good money here. So 400 times 40%. That's 160 more. That's $560. $560. And that's going to allow you to press your 4 and your 10 and keep 160. And now you're racking from here. Okay, here we go. 6. There we go. This is super important right now. Super important. All right, so 450, we're going to basically take $500. We're racking it. Here we go. 11. Oh, why couldn't that been a 10? A 10. A hard 10 is my friend. Guys, that's $800. $800. We just took every one of the black chips that they had. Okay, now I want to show you something. Tell the dealer to turn you off. Just chill out. Count where you're at, okay? Because when you get to these type of levels and you get like 3 or 4 hits, especially on the 4s and 10s, it changes everything, okay? Sooner or later, you're going to get a decent shooter that can roll 8 rolls. We haven't, like, okay, we've been getting an average of 4 hits for every shooter, I would say. So sooner or later, you're going to get that shoe that gets 10 hits. Okay, so what we're going to do right here is we're going to analyze where we're at before we tell that dealer to turn us on, okay? So I can tell you right now, let's see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's there. Okay, so we're going to go for 2 more hits. 2 or 3 more hits. Okay, here we go. Dealer, put me back on. A 7. Oh my God. We were trying to get off the table with profits, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was the first round of level 6. Was that level 6? Yeah, I think we're on level 6. I think, yeah, we're $200 a number. That's crazy. All right, that really sucks. We're gonna make these $250 each, okay? All right, we're off on the come out. 9 is the point. Here we go, guys. 4. What a great start. $400. We're gonna make this $450, and we're gonna make this $450, just like that. One shot, you got $450 right there on each number. One shot. Oh, almost another 4. Yeah, you hit 4s and 10s at this level, it will really help you. 11. 6. Okay, that's a good one. That's a press number. 450 is going to give us $500. We're going to go ahead and make this guy 400. We're going to make the 9 400. We're going to pocket 100. We're going to pocket 100. I was almost going to put it on the 4, but we'll wait for our 4 and 10, okay? Here we go. 5. Oh, that's a press number. Okay, that's a nice one, guys. Okay, that's going to pay $540. Okay, we're going to be able to press the 4 to 400 and add 200 to our 10. Guys, we have everything pressed 400 across the board. 6 and 8 is 250, 450. Here we go. 8. 8. Okay, 450 will take 500. That's going straight in our rack. Straight in our rack. Okay, we desperately need to get going here. 6, hard 6. Another 500 in our rack. Okay, let's go. Hard 6 again. Another 500 in our rack, okay? I'm going to give them, I'm just going to take 500 in blue. Hard 4. Hard 4, and that's after it was pressed. That's $800. I'm going to take 1,000 and give them 200. Okay. I'm going to tell the dealer to turn me off. Okay. I'm going to see where I'm at. I got 15 there. Okay, so 15 and 2,000. That's 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, that's 4,000. Oh, dude, we're way done. We're coming down. You guys saw. We're going to come down. I'm going to tell the dealer to take me off, bring me down. Now, you guys seen how difficult we were, right? Let me show you something playing like this, what this can do for you, okay? All right. So here is, we got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, let me put this in there real quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so check this out, guys, okay? 2,000, 4,000, 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 500 right there. Okay, there's your 5,000. Here's your profit. 1,800, 1,900, 1,955. $1,955. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. Now, guys, I'm just going to warn you from experience, okay? When you are getting killed like we were doing, and you finally start getting things rolling when you're getting up on those bigger levels, you better make sure. If you're not sure, just tell the dealer to turn you off. Because if you make one mistake and you keep that money out there on one roll, it changes everything. Everything. You make one mistake. You know how much money you had out there? You cannot afford to make a mistake. If you are in your rack, you see that you have a possibility of being up, you need to shut your bets off. Count how much money you have out there, because once you shut it off, all that money is safe. Count how much money you have out there. Count how much you have in your rack. And what you can do at that point is you could say, wow, I'm just going to take this profit. Or you could say, I'm going to reduce everything back to level 1. Because remember, you have on each level, you have 3 rounds. Hey, let's call this strategy level round. Level rounds. Level rounds, okay? So I like that because that nails exactly what this system is about. It's called level rounds. Instead of just going up a level after every 7, you're giving yourself 3 rounds for each level. That changes so much because you're not doing a hedge. So it's just so many times when you go to the casino and you keep going up with levels. Like me and Waylon, we show levels. We show a lot of, all of our strategies have levels, right? Well, when you're playing without hedges, this, in my opinion, I'm creating a new way for us to play that's safer. It gives you more opportunities. And what we're doing is how we're overcoming using our own money is we're using the pressing. So guys, this is a really smart way to play. It's a new way to play. And we're calling it level rounds. Okay, level rounds is the name of this strategy. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and give me a big fat like for that video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get this thing all the way up to at least 15,000 subscribers, okay? I would love to get to 15,000 subscribers. Well, I don't really have a specific amount of time, but I'd love to get it to 20,000. 20,000 would be a great accomplishment for me with this channel. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you guys get me, this is a promise. You guys can go back to this video and you can say, dude, you promised us. If you guys can get me to 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to go full time with filming at the casinos. If you can get to me to 20,000 subscribers, I'll go full time of gambling live at the casinos for you. I don't care. I'll get a full-time camera guy. I'll go play full-time at the casinos if you guys can get me to 20,000 subscribers. That's a new thing. The next video, instead of announcing it at the end, I'll announce it at the beginning. That's going to be the goal with this channel. You guys get me to 20,000, I go full-time with live entertainment. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for watching.